Hey everyone, my name is Russell Brunson, and I wanted to first off welcome you to the Marketing in Your Car family. Yes, I do these podcasts every day in the car. In fact, I'm driving right now as I record this introduction. So basically, if you're listening to this, it means that you ordered the free MP3 player with the first couple hundred episodes preloaded on here. And I just wanted to kind of just first off say hi before you got into the journey, and thank you. But second off is kind of prepare you for what you're about to get into. So it's funny, I bought Marketing in Your Car, the domain name, probably well over a decade ago, because I had this idea of like when podcasts first came out, of like that would be cool to do a podcast in my car, and then I did nothing with it for like 7 years, except for I did have them write an intro jingle, which you will hear here in a little bit. And the jingle was awesome when it was written. By the time we launched the podcast, it sounded like it was from the 70s, which is pretty hilarious. So the first 100 or so episodes is with that jingle. After people teased me relentlessly forever, we ended up changing it to another jingle, which is still pretty goofy. Someday I'm going to get a professional one done. But as of today, we haven't. For this MP3 player, I had my brother edit out most of the jingles for most of the episodes. You have to listen to it 200 plus times. So hopefully that'll help you guys to enjoy the content a little bit more. But basically the concept was each day as I drive to the office to basically share what we're doing and kind of be an open curtain and not hold things back and take you guys on this journey with me. Because it's been a crazy journey. In fact, recently as we were kind of preparing this MP3 player, I was looking back over some of the early episodes, and it's funny, for me, a couple things. First off, I've listened as my voice has developed. Not my voice like how well I speak, but the way I speak. I've noticed the journey of myself, which was interesting to go back and see. Second off, it was fun to watch and listen or re-listen to different things that have got us to where we are today in our business. You guys will have a chance to listen in behind the scenes as we are developing and launching ClickFunnels and my book and the ups and the downs and all the craziness that happened and the things we got, the lessons, the gold nuggets. You'll hear times when I'm excited and happy and times when I'm angry and frustrated at my customers or clients or partners or employees and I try not to censor, hold things back. In fact, I've had times when people on my team have listened to things I've said and been upset and just caused internal discussions, which were good. And so it really is kind of a glimpse behind the scenes of what's happening in my entrepreneurial life. And I hope it's a journey that you'll learn from, that you'll get a lot of value from, that the nuggets you pick up along the way will be applicable to your business. And if nothing else, some of the stories hopefully make you laugh, make you cry, and make you hug your kids a little closer. And so that's kind of what this is. And so the other main reason why we wanted to put these on this MP3 player is a lot of people found out about this podcast, after I've been doing it for a year or 2 years or 3 years, and a lot of them said that they listen to one or two of them. Someone would tell them about it. They listen to one or two, they get hooked, and they go back and they binge listen to 200 plus episodes in a weekend. And I thought that was cool. I like that. That's one of the nice things about doing a podcast that's not 2 hours long or 3 hours long. You can catch up. Each episode's usually about 10 minutes long or less, and so you're able to get through a lot of things really, really quickly. And the problem I found out after we passed about episode 200 in iTunes is that I guess iTunes, after you pass 200 episodes, starts getting rid of the earlier ones. And I was like, dang, the earlier ones are the fun ones for me, because you get to go back and kind of see before and learn all these life lessons that now we're benefiting and reaping rewards from. And so I wanted to be able to share all those things and give you guys the chance to geek out, to binge listen to a whole bunch of episodes. I thought, what better way than to preload them up on an MP3 player directly from China. And so that's what we did. So that's probably what you're holding in your hand right now. If so, I would carry this thing with you. It's time to begin your binge listening. You can get a little bit from dabbling here and there, but I think the best way to listen to this is in a binge session, and just spend the next week or so immersing yourself, and hopefully you'll start seeing patterns and themes and ideas that'll come in that'll help you in your life and in your business. And then when you're caught up, come back over to marketingyourcar.com and make sure you find the right channel. Subscribe and start listening. Catch up from where you're at. Get caught up back to live, and we'll continue to hang out. It's funny. I've almost changed the name of this podcast probably 3 or 4 times over the years, and every time I do, our faithful followers and fans always yell at me and say, no, like this is our thing. Like we listen to it in our car. We know that you're doing this in your car. Like it's the name. I'm like, but the name's not sexy. I bought it 12 years ago. You've heard the jingle. It's not good. But every time I try to change, I've gotten such pushback from our faithful listeners. I thought, you know what? This has now become like one of those weird cult icon things, or whatever you call them, that just can't die now. So I will continue to publish in my car. Potentially in another 200 or so episodes, we'll come out with a second MP3 stick, so you guys can have that as well. But I get so much value out of sharing this journey with me, with you, and with everybody. It's therapeutic for me. It helps me to vent, to rant, to get ideas out. A lot of times I tell the stories that I have in my head to you guys first before I ever put them in a book or on a you know, in print or in webinars and things like that. And so you guys have a chance to kind of to hear those things first, and I appreciate you. So first off, welcome to the Marketing Your Car family. Thank you for being for being a listener, and hopefully this journey will help make you will help get you to where you want to go. And if I've done that for one or two people, then it's been worth the time and effort and energy we put into to creating this, publishing it. And so with that said, enjoy your new MP3 player and enjoy the next couple hundred episodes, and excited to meet up with you again at one of the live events, or just catch me up live on iTunes as well to catch the newest episode of Marketing Your Car.